Do you hear that? It's nice and quiet except for the geese. The geese are on the rooftops of this customer. And, yeah, I'd show you, but it'd be obvious who the customer was. Enjoy my Dunkin' Donuts coffee. The first time this week I haven't had to make coffee in the truck. Last night got pretty close to a tornado. A friend of mine called me last night or yesterday afternoon. He's like, "Hey, where you at?" Told him where I was, and he's like, "Well, I'm sitting here at the Petro in Kingdom City." I'm like, "Well, I plan on shutting down there." He's like, "All right, let's do that." So, we had dinner and hung out, and you guys saw the live feed. It was Big Rig CEO. And there was a part of me that, if you go up US 54 in Missouri through Lake of the Ozarks, there's a truck stop there in Eldon, Missouri. Beautiful place, man. There's a good restaurant right there, right close to there, and there's always parking there no matter what time of night you get in there. And a lot of times I'll stop in there because I do a lot of loads, here to Fulton, Missouri. And I said, nah, after Big Rig called me, when he was parked, I was like, yeah, I'll go all the way up to Kingdom City. A little out of route, but not much, Meanwhile, there's like tornado watches, thunderstorm watches, the whole 9 yards. And, I was keeping an eye on the radar. We had dinner, we did the live feed, talked to the wife for a little bit, watched a couple of YouTube videos, and I went to bed. Just keep an eye on the radar. And I wake up to an alert on my phone where a tornado had hit Jefferson City, Missouri, and Eldon, Missouri, which Eldon's not that far from here, and Jefferson City's even closer. The Capitol building got hit. Now, I have no idea if the truck stop in Eldon was hit or how close it got to that spot, but I was like, man, I'm glad I went all the way to Kingdom City. Luckily, nothing hit Fulton or Kingdom City. But, that's, Oklahoma, Missouri. We're always getting tornadoes. Meanwhile, it's like the anniversary this week of when the big tornado hit in Joplin, Missouri. The EF5 took out the hospital. I have many people, many friends that lost their homes, like, completely that day. They're lucky to be alive. Seems like we have a lot more tornado warnings. I've lived in Missouri for 20 years, over 25 years, 30 years, since 1986. I'm not doing math right now. Man, them geese are noisy, right? Aren't they? And the first night we spent the night here, we had a tornado warning. Now, a friend of mine that lives in Joplin, or still does, but it's kind of weird. In high school, he lived across the street. He was a friend of mine. He lived across the street from me, and I was home alone dealing with my first tornado warning at home by myself. My dad was a truck driver, he was gone, and my mom was working late. And I was in high school, I was a freshman, I believe. So I'm like really nervous, right? And it's dark and it's raining and just wind just pounding against the front door. All of a sudden I hear, I'm like, scared the crap out of me. I open the door, I'm like, dude, what are you doing? He's like, my mom told me to check on you. I'm like, you could have called. He's like, you don't want to be on a landline during lightning storm. I'm like, and it was, while it was a sweet gesture, he had to go out in the face of danger to check up on me. And I was grateful for that. You know, and ended up, no, we didn't get a tornado, not in that spot of Springfield, but, you know. But years later, his house was hit with the tornado there in Joplin. It's good to have people in your life that check up on you. You know, I really saw how many friends I had when I was down and out with my ankle last year. And a lot of people focus on the ugliness of YouTube or the ugliness of the internet or the ugliness of people in general. But there are moments like a disastrous thing like a tornado where you see the good in people and you find out who your friends are. Now, I didn't know, I'd lost touch with this friend from high school. And we got reconnected on Facebook after the tornado, of course. So, but had I been friends with him, or, you know, had we been in contact with each other during the tornado, I would have been right over there helping him with his house, because we had another set of friends that we were over there helping out with their house and with their stuff, and, you know, if anything, they're for moral support. And it's good to have a great circle of people that help you out in times of need. But anyways, I hope everybody's safe from the tornadoes that are watching this. I know that they reported 3 people had died last night, I think outside of Joplin area, that area. And I know another friend of mine that I'm going to contact that was in Bolivar, and they got hit with the tornado. And then, of course, you know, Jefferson City and Eldon, Missouri. Kind of close to here. Anyways, surround yourself with good people. Help them out, because one day you might need their help. Have a good morning, people. Enjoy your coffee.